Cosby coming at you with music and fun, and if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. So let's get ready, okay? Hey, hey, hey.
Stops, throws, completes it to Kilmer up at the 30-yard line. Kilmer driving for the first down, loses the football. It's picked up by Jim Marshall, who's running the wrong way. Marshall is running the wrong way, and he's running it into the end zone the wrong way. Thinks he scored a touchdown. He has scored a safety. His teammates were running along the far side of the field. Russ trying to tell him, go back, go back.
Oh, my God. Bar none. You got to be kidding me. Rest in peace, Jim Marshall. One play. Gianni, one play. Hang on. I'm hitting all kinds of exemplifies your whole. Where is M. Powell? Minnesota connection. One play. 20 years in the NFL. Hang on. I saved one. Did I give you one yesterday? I think I could give him this one. Is he sitting? Give me that page. And that's it for today, then. And that's it for today. What a beautiful day here. What a beautiful day here. Don't you love when you hear me twice? Give Vito another one. Yeah, okay, you. Wrong way, Jim. Just, I mean, that was what? 1964. 1964. I think they were all rookies at that time, too. They were just getting signed with Minnesota. I used to love Minnesota because they were just like Buffalo. You know, never won a Super Bowl the whole 10 yards. You know, great players of all time. And you look at the 60s and 70s where these guys, like, were in their prime. I mean, 3 Super Bowls, the Purple People Eaters. You know, they were black men. At that time, it was so tough. Each one of them making what? 30, 40, 50,000 a year. They all had jobs. That's all they could do to support their families. I mean, no matter what, how many championship games, Super Bowls, you had to win it to make the money back then. You had to be the team. You had to win it. You had to have everything. You know, then you made the money. So, but you got some props. But that whole defensive line, the Purple People Eaters, you had Jim Marshall, Alan Page, Carl Eller, Nick Tingelorf, and every one of them guys had a lackluster career after football. It's amazing. Jim Marshall went on, like, he sold insurance. Here's a guy, you had to love this guy during his career. He jumps out of a plane, has trouble with his parachute, the whole 10. Shoots himself in the stomach. Okay. You guys go look this shit up. I got to go. I want to go watch a documentary later. Shoots himself in the stomach and everything, this guy. He was crazy, Jim. He was like he loved to explore. He used to climb mountains, get stuck in mountains, hunting, all that good stuff. But, yeah, and I mean, look at Carl Eller. I mean, Ellen Page went on to be a judge. Ellen Page went on to be a judge, the law, the lawyer, the judge. Carl Eller, the same thing. He went on to do great things. Nick Tingeldorf, him too. There was another guy too, Yardberman or something with them. I can't remember at this time. If you're not first, you're last. If you don't win, you lose. Magooch. Is the sun getting to your brain over there today? What's he doing, Magucci? Fran Tarkington was their fearless quarterback. Chuck Foreman. Then they had Ahmad Rashad as a wide receiver. They had some good ball players in Minnesota. Hang on, let me get to all chat before I get to the joke of the day. The joke of the day. Gianni. What? You hear that radio out there? Turn it down. I'm doing a podcast, you Facha Brute. Gianni, I'm thinking about joining the army. Look at this one. Huh? He fell and hit his head today over there. Over there. Over there. Look at this. What do we got? I love it. Love it. It's like making a phone call. I got Magucci and Gianni. That's all I need. That's all I fucking need. Are you kidding me? Everybody else go fuck yourselves. Faccia Brote. Magucci. Maybe I got the oil change today, Magucci. I went and did a little shagapping. Me and Vito had a nice lunch. Gianni. I care. All a bunch of fucking jack-offs anyways, Gigi. And there's my main man. No, I don't mean this to you. I love this guy. You could come in anytime you could. James. We don't care about the rest, James. James. They're all a bunch of phonies, pork faces. Pork pie faces. Oh, couldn't kill an afternoon. Magucci, don't get me started today, Magucci. What's the fucking weather on the beach today? What is it? A nice 99? Some of bitches. Right here. Yeah, you got it. Oh, absolutely, James. Oh, a bunch of fucking phonies. You had the oil changed too. It was so nice. I went, got the oil changed. I was checking shit out. Went to the store. Went to Burger King and had a sandwich and some coffee this morning. Broke into the morning just right. It was so nice. 85 degrees. It is hot out. I love it. Gianni. Oh, look at this guy's going. He's going to Sicily. That's right. Whoa. James, I wish you could hide me in a part of the luggage, James. Gianni, who cares? Gigi, who cares? I hope it's 100 here tomorrow. I want to sweat. I just want to sweat. Sweat and smell and all that. I just one day out here. One day. I just want to sweat my ass off. Magooch. I want to look like Magooch in the pictures he sends me. Magooch. He's all gloss. Sweat from head to toe on the beach. Silent one. Goomba, how are you? How the fungo am I going to change my oil and work at the same time? Are you kidding me, Choo Choo? What are you doing? A coat train, please. This is the last week of Paradise. And then it's right back, coat train. But you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait. This was great time off, especially with Vito and Enzo. All good. All good. I love it. Bow to the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy. There he is. The Bull God Kid Rock is in the house. What's going down? Oh, shut up. No, I got to get this done. We got to get this done. I'll call you. Well, there's a couple things that's left out you don't know about. You know about, but I'll fill you in. No. I'm glad Coach drinking. No couch all summer. You fuck. I told you I want to smell the air. I want to be outside. Coach train. Nope. Money. Money. Ain't a damn thing funny. It's too nice to have it, Coach Train. You already know. And there he is. And there he is. 5 Angels is in the building. He's lurking, but he's in the building. And there she is. Carnalita. Great stuff. Just keep pumping it out. I had it on my phone the whole time. The whole time. I love the waves in the ocean. Love the waves, Amina. I think that I'm on a beach. Just walking. Or just... Amina, just laying there. But not a word. Don't get me started. Magooch, wait till I come down and I can't wait to go see him. We're probably going to spend one afternoon in the emergency room with Dean do sunburn. I'm not getting sunburned, Magooch. I can't. And here, weirdo alert. There he is. The emoji, strawberry, is in the building. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I love the smell of the beach. Love it. 5 Angels. Do you remember Crystal Beach? 5 Angels. When we used to go right through the stand, the stand with the French fries were right there. I wish I had a cup of them French fries right now, 5 Angels. Huh? And a large Pepsi Coke. They only had Coke. It was the best smelling beach ever. Crystal Beach. No, we didn't live there. Bay Beach. Bay Beach had the fries too. Yep. Hi. Bay Beach was an old stomping grounds. Gianni, the seagulls would come down and attack you. The seagulls, Canadian seagulls, they'd come and take. One time, Krista had her French fries. They came down and took the French fries right out of her hand. Dindu used to go like this with the French fries, and they'd come down and grab it right out of your hand. But then you couldn't do it because then they'd start bothering everybody. And you'd get beat up out there. They'd beat you up if you did that. They didn't fuck around. Marshall was what? 80. Hang on. Oh, we got it right here, too. '87. 87. God bless him, Kid Rock. How did I know they were Canadian? They looked like you. You could tell the Canadian wait, they were pigeons. Pigeons, they were basically. No, not pigeons. No. But they had markings on them, James. And ask me another fucking stupid question this afternoon. Are you nuts? If you hit a Canadian bird, you go to jail. What? You can't fuck with them Canadian birds. They'll throw you right in jail, magooch. We already had one guy dragged off the beach. $150. Magooch. 150 fazools if you touch a bird. Dave Winfield got arrested in Toronto for hitting the bird with the ball. How many of you remember that when Dave Winfield whipped the baseball? That pigeon exploded when the ball hit him. Seagulls? What are they, seagulls? Feathers everywhere. Not even 5 minutes later, the Mounties came on the field and arrested him for hitting the bird. Go look that up, guys. You'll laugh your ass off. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay? Wise ass. You didn't mess around with them Mounties. The Mounties are mother. And especially if you were American, James, you would get the extra E. Ask Noel. He was he was bleeding and everything, Gianni. That thing cut him wide open, that bird. Coltrane, the bird cut him wide open. Give me a French fry, eh? You know what? The birds don't talk. Oh, yeah, you could do so much with them seagulls, Kid Rock. Oh, he was all bloody, Gianni. He was all bloody. Shot. Hilarious. Fabio. Magoo Stefanucci. Fabio. What do you mean, Magooch? Whoa. All right, hang on. Let me check something out. Wednesday night, hump day. Anything good on tonight, GG? Who's on tonight? Where's that freaking Tony? Oh, boy. Oh, hang on. Let me look at this. Roasted garlic mashed potatoes. Lobster mashed potato. I don't want to read this fucking menu. I'll eat the phone. I am looking at the prices. You know what, though? What year was this? Hang on. I can't remember the year you had that. Yeah, okay, those prices. Those prices, I'd come in there and eat every night. I cannot believe that I was never down there. I just can't believe it. Well, that I was in the coma. Totally in a coma. All right, we're done with that here. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's exactly when I went into the coma. Okay, yeah, I didn't move. Yeah. Hot dogs, beans, and bacon casserole for dinner. And there she is, the whipster with the recipe. That sounds delicious. Patricia, what about the hot dogs with the potatoes fried in the frying pan and onions? One of Tindu's favorites. The hot sliced thin, the hot dogs. Absolutely. Gianni, it was the famous Crystal Beach. And then right before Crystal, there was a beach called Bay Beach, too. So, and then before Bay Beach, it was the Baby Hole. That was right near the Peace Bridge. The dirtiest beach around. Yup, comfort food. Yup. Yeah, you're right. You could do hot dogs with anything. Mustang Mike, what is going down, Goomba? We're just kicking it off. Short. I was going to title it short shows, but I didn't today. The worst. That was the worst, you. The undertow at the baby hole was that there was so many deaths there, drownings. It was ridiculous. You remember the rope that hung off the Peace Bridge, right on the Canadian side? You would grab onto the rope off the pillar and jump into the water, right into the current. If you went a little bit too far, you were done. Gerard Saucelli, Goomba, what's going down? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, yeah, Patty. I could imagine. It's hot here, too. Nice. Like Tindu was saying, I don't care. I hope it hits 90. And then it'll be too hot for everybody. Everybody will be having a panic attack. Oh, my God, it's hot. Oh, my God, I can't believe how hot I am. Oh my God, sit down and shut up. Sit down and shut up and relax. It's hot. Oh, my God. That was Dominic. I was there that day. I was there. Jodine hung around with his sister, Christine. We were all hanging out at that time. Jodine, Christine, me, the twins, all of us. What a good time that was until that kid that time. His father was a laborer. That kid was Dominic was a sweetheart. A sweetheart. She's already on the link, please. Look at this one. Absolutely. Here it comes. One linky on the way. All right, let me unplug the mic so I could hear. Yep. Absolutely. No, I was so close with them. Christine grew up with us, and here he is.
How you doing, team? Good to see you, my friend.
What's up, buddy?
I've been really busy this weekend, funny, believe it or not.
No, I know. I've seen you here and there, and I said he's probably busy. Yup.
I was went up to the Cotswolds, which is sort of near Oxford, Cheltenham way. I was up there all Saturday doing a long walk. I did manage to do a live when I was there, but it was bad because of the reception. Obviously, when you're out in the sticks a little bit, it's hard to get good reception.
Right.
So it weren't the greatest of lives. Then on Sunday, I went up to a place called Bury St Edmunds. And the reason why I went up there is I went to go and see a parrot breeder.
Oh, okay.
So I went up there, and I initially spoke to the parrot breeder a few weeks back, and I was interested in either an African grey parrot or a military macaw. Anyway, I got to get up there, go see his big, massive, fancy pad. He does horse show jumping as well. But then he's got all these parrots that he's breeding. And I get there and he goes, oh, yeah, you're here for the military macaw. I said, well, all African grey. Anyway, he said, well, we've got no more African greys. They're sold out. And he had these 3 little military macaw, like chicks. And then they were bubbling along on that. And he said, have you owned a parrot before? I said, no. He said, well, I recommend that you don't have one of these. And then he's taking me to these other macaws. And he said, this one's like a military macaw. I said, okay. He said, it looked like a lovely bird. He had the chicks and that. He said, I said, how much is one of them? He said, $6,000. 6,000. I tell you what, if you could breed parrots, there's money in that.
Yeah.
Some of them. And he was trying to convince me. I said, well, I'm not going to spend that on a parrot, you know. And then he was downplaying, saying that the African greys, no, you don't want them. They're not very good. They haven't got a good temperament. Basically trying to talk me out of it. Anyway, he spent ages trying to then flog me a crossbreed of a Buffon parrot for 3.5. And I thought, I've come all the way up here. It's not the parrot I had my heart set on. It's more expensive, and then you're going to try and obviously sell me like a Mongol parrot, you know, that's crossbred.
Yeah.
And I was just a bit like, went away. Anyway, I got in touch with Enfield Bird Centre, and he said, look, we've got 13 eggs. Said 8 of them have been for this African grey. He said, if you want one, you could put a deposit down. So I put a deposit down for an African grey.
Nice.
So I've got that to look forward to in July. So that's what I want to do. I want to just, start doing what I want to do. And I don't know what you know about parrots or African greys, but...
No, good stuff. My buddy used to be big time with the parrots and everything, you know, so...
But I was shocked. We've just been studying them and just how intelligent they are, even the smaller ones.
They repeat everything you say. They talk. They repeat everything you say, parrots.
Yeah, well, the thing is with most parrots, when they talk in their own squawky language.
Right.
But the African grey, it can mimic. It does impressions.
Nice. That's the one I would want.
Yes. So it would hear what you're saying, and it would actually say it in your own voice, your own roar. That's
Right.
what they can do.
James bought a couple parrots that like to squawk, and they sound like these people and all the shit they talk. Oh,
So-
I had a Kid Rock out there a second. Oh, yeah, James, you can teach the parrots, fucking rats, oh, please, I'll be.
Well, that's what Magooch is saying here in the chat. African grey, they can learn up to 2,000 words.
Wow.
But do you know
That's
what
a
else?
smart bird.
There's a YouTube channel on here. The parrot is called Apollo, right?
Yeah.
And they've got he has the bloke, like the owner, he gets out like a glass bowl, and he gets out a bit of metal, and he goes, Apollo, what's that? And Apollo waddles up, he taps the glass bowl with his beak, and he goes, glass. So they have an understanding as well of materials and like colours as well. They can identify.
Wow.
So that's how good the African grey is.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Gerard saw Charlie. The only problem there, the bird would teach him how to talk. Oh, that's a good one, Gerard. The bird would teach him how to talk. Oh, I'm done.
So the thing is with them, you've got to work with them, and they require a lot of attention, you know. But what the African grey does, they bond really well with their owner. So everything you do and you teach it will catch on, you know.
Right. Look at this. Magooch said his used to say, "Stick 'em up." Stick 'em up, tough guy. Oh, James, you could teach that bird some good stuff, bro.
Oh, absolutely. As I say, the channels are out there. It's just I was shocked about how intelligent they are. Because everyone that like stereotypes that parrot, it just copies a few things that you say, but not this African grey can really do stuff like, certainly when it comes to the speech and things like that.
Right. Well, he used to bring his parrots to the union meeting.
Right.
And the parrot would sit on his shoulder while he was like this in the chair. Parrot just sit there, he'd feed him, and everybody would go pet the parrot. And, amazing. One day the parrot went fucking nuts, started flying around. The fucking business manager went underneath the table. Get that fucking bird under control, will you? Oh. He's going to start shitting all over everybody. It was hilarious, but yeah, I mean, they're such good birds. They are.
I mean, they've got like a good variety of diet. Like you can give them pellets mainly, but you also can give them vegetables, like boiled eggs and things like that. Funny enough, the only things you don't really give them is what you can't give a dog. So like avocado, onions, garlic, chocolate.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. The only thing, which is a good thing as well, is I'm vaping, and I'll have to go and vape in another part of my place, because obviously they've got small lungs, and you can't, like when you're doing the polishing and hoovering and things like that, you know.
Right.
What are you laughing on? What's he put?
Yeah, look at Johnny. I don't like them when they fly at me. Oh, no, I mean, they're a little scary if they're coming at you with their beak and everything. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you look at the macaws, that's like a set of bolt cutters. Them large parrots.
Yes.
Hello, Todd Father.
No.
Hello, Emmanuel.
You don't want to get bit by one of them. Todd Father, Sailor, what are you doing?
Well, I reckon that I can't remember which one. I think it might be the Harlequin or the Red Wing Macaw, whatever they called it. But it has a bite of 2,000 psi. So a human bite's round about 150 to 250.
Right.
But usually, if they do bite you, they never actually go full pelt, you know.
Right.
But if they did, yeah, by all means, you think about what the damage that could do.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big, heavy beak right there on the parrot.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, at Christmas, right? I don't know whether you had it in your household. You used to get like the walnuts out, and you'd have the walnut metal, the walnut cracker, the walnut opener. And you know, you'd be spending their ages like that, and eventually you crack the walnut and get the walnut out.
right.
You just toss that in one of their mouths, and they just go crush, 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 spit the shell out, and it's gone.
Right.
So it just gives you a good idea.
Damn, I mean, a snapping turtle. Forget about it. Magooch, you got to be careful. These are around all kinds of animals.
So them snapping turtles, are they quite vicious then, are they?
Yeah, I mean, they got some powerful bite too. A snapping turtle could crack your hand. I mean, take it right off.
Jesus.
A big one? Yeah, they're listen, a bite is a bite with an animal. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You know, sure, the bigger, the older it is, you're gonna get bit.
Well, say you take the pit bull as well. If they go lockjaw, you know.
Oh, it's all over. Pit bull locks on you. It's done. You're done. You can't open that jaw. Yeah, I mean, not many animals can lock like a pit bull. A pit bull's jaw, you know.
Oh, what's that?
What do you got going on? Oh, it's nighttime where you're at, anyways. So
yeah, it's cool too. So yeah, work's up in its game a little bit. It's getting a little bit of pressure on there, but as I say, just keeping my head down and just going for it. And then I fly out to Catania on Thursday. So
nice.
A week tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, good stuff. I'll be looking forward to the videos.
Yeah, I'll be doing lives out there. I think because when I was out there last time, I hadn't started doing lives, so we'll be getting a bit more footage anyway of me out in Sicily.
Good. That'll be fun. I love that. I love when our people travel, go places.
Absolutely. How's things with you, Mum? How's things going on in your world? All good?
Good. Everything's good, James. Absolutely. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Yeah, pit bulls get stuck mating too. They're nuts.
Yeah, just what's obviously with Vito? What's he like during mating? When they start mating season? Does he change? Does his behavior change?
Yeah, it does. Their behavior changes a little bit, not much.
Because
they're getting heat. We call it the dogs getting heat. You know,
right? That's it. Yeah,
they get nuts. Sure.
Yeah, because I've noticed some of these parrots as well. When they get in heat, they start bobbing up and down, stop making noises like pigeons.
Yes. One time, I'll never forget it. My grandmother and my nanu, my mother's parents, we were at their house one day, and this gentleman and lady were bringing their French poodle. They had a French poodle named Pepper. Beautiful dog. Yeah. So trained. It was like a circus dog. You know, that's how trained it was. Loops, jump, all that kind of stuff. It was a bloodline French poodle. So they decided to mate it. You know, maybe I don't know, my grandfather, a couple bucks. It was, good stuff back then. So I'll never forget the people. They brought the French poodle. So we let Pepper out in the backyard with this female French poodle, So we're all just hanging out. We were kids, young back then. So they're in the window. Everybody's watching everything. So all of a sudden, they get busy. Well, I don't know what the fungu happened. They locked.
Right.
That fucking dog dragged Pepper all over the fuck. Oh my God, how he was. They were getting buckets of water, the hose,
Jesus.
it was a nightmare. All the other kids were crying. I'm like, who does this? I was saying to myself in the front. Oh my God. Amazing though. Finally they separated. It was like, holy fuck, I never want to have a dog mate again after that one.
Jesus.
You know,
I've
and they
just
were
seen
small dogs. They were small.
Yeah. I've just seen a question from Emmanuel. James is going back to Catania. Tried to visit Saragossa, Sicily. Emmanuel, I think that's one of the towns, correct me if I'm wrong, where The Godfather was filmed. There's two places they filmed it, and I think the place that you put in there is one of them. Please confirm, because if it is, then I've been there. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Channel.
Excellent. Is there what's the sports situation like over? What season are you in now? Is it baseball season or
Baseball? We got Stanley Cup tonight.
Okay, who's playing?
Florida and Edmonton. So Florida, same Stanley Cup as last year playoffs.
Yeah.
Same thing as last year, and then baseball season is at full bloom. So football's training camp will start up in July or August. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So, but I'm happy with baseball. I love my baseball. I'm good with that
good.
right now.
Good stuff.
Yes. I got to get to a couple of games. That's what I really want to do. So,
What's the mob like in Buffalo? The baseball team there, is that any good?
Triple. It's a minor league, so Triple A. It's not pro.
Right.
It's the one right underneath.
Got ya.
So it's a lot of fun.
So
And then
what are they?
Go ahead.
Are they like franchises, like your American
Yes.
football teams? Right.
Yep, they're a farm team for a pro team. You know,
Gotcha.
their minor league team, and it's good stuff. It's just good stuff. I want to get out to Cleveland. I love watching the Indians play out there. Pittsburgh, the Pirates, Philly. Those are fun cities to go to for baseball.
I just think is Cleveland not too far? Is it doable? Driving
Cleveland's
wise.
2 hours from Deendoo.
Okay, well you could do it if you could do it in a drive-in, yeah.
Yeah, I got my brother-in-law out there, so it's a lot of fun.
So if you wanted to, you could crash it and drive back the next day.
Right. Magooch, that was freaking hilarious. I laughed so hard. Nice, Kid Rock. Nice. I love watching the ball game there. A lot of history. All that there. I used to go to Toronto all the time, watch the Blue Jays. The Yankees would come in there like crazy. I loved going to the Sky Dome in Toronto. That was so much fun. And then, sure, my Disneyland, Yankee Stadium. Love that. Love that, Noel.
So you know, I'm going to jump back down into the chat. Thank you for having me up.
Okay, anytime, I'll keep in touch.
Absolutely. I'll let you crack on with the show.
All right, James. Grazie. All right, my man. And thank you. We ate at the suite in Leftville. It was $35. All you can eat. That was a dream. The prices used to be great out there. You used to be able to go to a ball game for $60, $75 to a Yankee game there. Oh, all the fun we used to have there. No, I used to bring Cheese Dick with me all the time up there. Ugh. Yeah, I was going to do a short show today, 45 minutes already. Gotta be kidding me. There's no such thing as a short show when you do what Dean Dude does here. Oh, forget about it. When that exchange was good. Mod on $100. You used to get $1.60. Huh? What are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yup.
How about when the exchange rate was like 2 to 1?
Oh, please, you.
We went there, we would live like kings.
$100, we get $1.60, $1.80 back in Canadian,
Yeah,
right?
It was crazy.
Go crazy. You get half your money back. You could spend it. You could just spend the money foolishly.
And they didn't. They didn't raise their prices either. You would think they would.
No.
They would raise their prices to compensate it. It was dollar for dollar.
Thank you, Patty. So much appreciated. Thank you, love. Yes. I mean, then you could go there with 100, 200, get back 380, 400 and spend it all and not feel bad and have a great
Wow.
time.
Yeah, we spend a weekend. It would be like it was like free money.
Yes.
Free money.
Oh,
Yeah, we used to go there with Cheese Dick.
Cheese Dick. Fucking kid. Never went to a baseball game in his life. I'm talking about Chippewa King there,
No, I know.
Or him. Yeah, that one. That protege there. I love this. Yeah, I know you love this.
Yeah. All good things come to an end, though.
Oh, are you kidding me? The things I introduced them to the first things in their life that nobody ever did. Are you kidding me? No. Yes, Canada.
Now you can't even. Now it's impossible to get over the bridge. When I moved back from Las Vegas,
Yeah.
I wanted to live in Canada.
Okay.
Because it was so quiet and so nice. My uncle lived there. My grandmother lived there. She was a landed citizen, but after September 11th, it was impossible. You couldn't even get over the fucking bridge.
We lived there too. We lived there for a while, and then we had to come back. Mulligarts fucked everything fucking up. The fucking name was fucking done. So anyways, we came back, but when I was over there, I loved it.
No, I loved it.
And then once 2000, those son of a bitches ruined everything.
No, you couldn't even get over the bridge.
Nope. Nope.
So much for that.
What are you gonna do?
My grandmother's house was a block away from the beach, right off Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
Right off of Thunder Bay Road. It was a block. You can walk to the beach.
That's where all the Italians from Buffalo stayed there.
Yeah, it was like the country. It was like the country for them.
That was our away time right there. Yes.
Yeah.
It was such a good time. Everybody hung out all day, all night. Everybody knew each other there. It was like
everybody had second homes there, so it was like It's like the Little West Side.
Well, like the 2-3 streets. You get off the beach, and then there's the street, Thunder Road, and then there's those, and then the neighborhood. Everybody owned houses in those like 2-3 streets of that neighborhood.
Yeah, you're talking up by Crystal Beach and Baby.
Crystal Beach, yes.
Like Schooley, Erie Road. Yeah, everybody had cottages.
Yeah. Who didn't this person had this one? Everybody would hang out, cook.
Yeah.
It was a good old time, man. It was a good old time.
Not the same.
No, it's all different now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm young. I'm old enough to remember the theme park.
Well, are you kidding me? Crystal Beach theme park? We lived there. That was so much fun. How about Fort Erie Racetrack?
Everything. I mean, I really loved being there. When I moved, if I move back to New York, I'm going to live in Canada.
Listen to me. I hung out more in Canada than I did Buffalo. Okay, in the 90s. You got to be kidding me. It was half and half. I lived out there.
Yep. Those days are over.
Yep, just like you said, though. It was so calm, relaxing. Nobody knew you. You did whatever you wanted. I'd wake up in the morning. I'd have breakfast. I'd go to Grant Street, have breakfast, go home, shower, shave. I'd go right over that border at about 11:30, 12, grab the foreign program, throw in some pro line, go to the track, go to the cafeteria, or grab my hamburgers and cheeseburgers and watch them horses, bro.
Yep.
So, and then 5:30, 5:36, the track would end and we'd be on right to dinner and have a ball. Oh my God.
Yeah, you hear people talk about.
It was a good time, man.
You hear-
There was always something to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was like being in the country.
Yeah, it was always something to do, though, too. You know, you were never bored.
Johnny says, the picture looks like I have long. Look, Frankie has long hair.
Like you have long hair in that picture. You look like you have a mullet.
Yeah, I gotta change that picture.
Well,
I gotta go back to my old picture.
Yeah, right. I used to go everywhere in Canada. Oh my God, the places I traveled with my friends. That was fun. I used to love Toronto.
The baby hole
Montreal.
was treacherous.
What?
The baby hole was treacherous.
Oh, the baby hole was a death trap, you. There was a fucking death trap. I'm so glad they did away with that.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me! How they used to let them people on the. If that was ever set up today, they'd go bananas.
No, they never let people on the.
Could
beach.
you imagine swinging off the Peace Bridge? They would shoot you. They throw you right in jail.
It's not even like it was the water near the sand was calm, but that was the river. I mean,
okay, you got to remember
the river.
That beach, the baby hole, was only 30 by 40.
Yeah.
And then after that, they had the rope. If you went past that rope, you're dead.
Yeah,
okay, you better be careful. But when you jumped off that first pillar with that rope and you swung, it brought you way beyond the baby hole.
Yeah,
and you were in the current.
You had to be a strong swimmer. I mean,
so you had to be a great swimmer to get back out of that current to get to the baby hole. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you blink and before you know it, you're going over the falls.
You're going over the falls. You'll miss the baby hole. You're done.
Yep.
A lot of guys, they did that. A lot of people kept going. They died. What are you going to do?
Yeah, all the shit that people used to do. No helmets.
No remorse.
No
remorse.
All gas, no brakes.
Yep. I'll never forget that day with Dominic there. Oh my God, I was sick for months after that.
Yeah, I remember. I'll never forget that day as long as I live.
Me neither, bro. Me neither. We all went over there that day. It was hot. We couldn't wait to go over there. I used to pick them all up on the way there from fucking Greenwood. I'd run into the Gaddies, the Palmieri. He was on the corner waiting for us, hoping I'd drive by Mikey. And we'd pick him. I'd bring everybody over there. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. But that's what we did. That's what we did.
Yeah, I mean, there was no internet. There was no cable TV was barely a thing.
Did you just hear what I said? The beak would be on Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Then I'd swing the Prospect. Palmieri'd be on the corner jumping up and down, flagging me. And then I took. Are you kidding? That's what we did. We didn't even call. We would travel in the car and do our route.
Yeah.
By the time I got to that Peace Bridge, I had 5-6 guys in that car with me. Okay. I always had 2-3, but.
What does Mr. Spataro know about Fallsview Casino? He's not close to there, is he?
No.
He says,
what
time
about?
to take a trip to the Fallsview Casino.
I think he wants to go.
Why?
You're asking me? Maybe he has a special engagement there.
Maybe he likes one of the restaurants there.
Spataro, when you come here, I'll take you right there whenever you're ready.
It's been years. I haven't seen that place in years.
I know. He'll be all right here, Spataro.
Oh, the
you know
Canadian side's beautiful.
Oh, I know. You know where I want to go with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, only because you're here. Shut up. Shut up. They have no fucking clue, you. Oh my God. Let me go. Let me go.
No.
Oh, I'd be beheaded for saying that in later days. Okay. Oh, sorry, I have to tell you something else.
What about the places? When you get a chance, look at that menu that I sent you. Look at the fucking prices. It's unbelievable.
I was looking at it because I was going to eat it. Are you kidding me?
$36 for a T-bone steak. That's $110 steak today.
Today, yeah. How about the filet? That too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I thought I was priced right back then. I probably could have charged a little bit more, but
yeah, you could have. Down where you were, you could have. They would have paid. They would have paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at how fast everything went up. I mean, it's like you go to a steakhouse, you're paying $15 for a baked potato.
Easy, bro. You pay $4 for the pop, $5. You kidding me?
Yep.
Let alone a baked potato. Yep. They're nuts in these restaurants lately. Nuts. A little drinking, smoke some cigs, dancing, Pete. That's all we used to do, Patricia. That's all we did, Patty. We had game rooms, dance clubs. It was so much fun.
What was the name of the arcade on Elmwood Avenue?
Elmwood?
Elmwood near Bidwell.
I know exactly. Elmwood and Bidwell. That was on that small one on the side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my aunt used to work in there. I think her boyfriend owned it at one time. Joe. Yeah. I forgot the name of that one. There was Electric Circus and Martino's.
Okay, games. Was it Games People Play?
Yeah, I think you're right. Games People Play.
Yeah.
My brother lived in that place. My brother, he was solid with the owners. So, how about the one on Elmwood? Do you remember the one on Elmwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on Elmwood, right next to that one was near Forest, though, right next to Mulligan's.
Yeah. Oh, Manny Spataro knows Fallsview well. He knows the names of the restaurants in the casino.
Oh, okay.
Well. Yeah, Ponte Vecchio.
Yeah.
When I left, they only had like one restaurant. It was the steakhouse on the.
Yeah. Now they got the Chinese.
The black and red. The black and red.
Yes. Black and red. No, they got a couple now. I think they got like 2 or 3 in there now, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice property.
Yeah, it is.
For Canadians.
Well, yeah. I don't care for it too much.
Do you get to the other one at all?
Which one?
Seneca.
Nah, not too much lately. If she likes to go, I'll go. I'll take a ride with her at Seneca. I'd go to the one in Buffalo only because they got the sports now there, you know?
Yeah. So, man, when Spataro next time you're in that area, you should go to there's an Italian restaurant in what's that? Is it Clifton Hill?
Yes, Clifton Hill.
I think it's called Antica, Casa Antica.
Yep.
Their food is tremendous.
Yeah, it is. And that Spark Steakhouse is good too, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
They got a good dish in there. Okay, these kids don't even eat nowadays, Gianni. They don't even know what good food is. You kidding me? Huh.
Yeah, Joe Sonkins, I don't think that's around anymore.
No.
Hollywood Beach is completely. I mean, it's completely different than it was when I moved here 10 years ago.
Right. You know, I want to. You know, I got to get back to Mother's. Got to get back to Mother's. Dying to
Where?
go there for dinner.
In Allentown?
Mother's, yeah, up on Virginia.
Yeah. I can't go there.
Why?
I'll tell you later. You shouldn't go there either. When I tell you why.
Okay.
When I
That
tell
was
you
my
why, you
hideaway,
won't go
so I
either.
never.
Oh yeah. When I tell you, you won't go there either.
Okay, tell me why later. I haven't been there in so long. Oh my God, here we go. That's okay. You can tell me later. I want to know now.
Yeah, I'll call you and tell you.
Now I want to know. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay. Oh, I've been having a piece of Napoleon. Stop mentioning pizza before I go get one. I'm almost ready for a nice pizza.
You said you wanted pizza. You said you wanted pizza the other night. You never went.
I never went yet. No, I was cooking here.
I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere out there. Where do you go? It's not like you can get in the car and go on West Ferry. You don't drive all the way down there for a pizza, do you?
No. I only get it when I'm down to Forno Napoli over here.
Oh yeah. He does a nice job. What's his name?
Palma.
Yeah, but
Well,
Oliver. James
Oliver.
Oliver. James
Yes.
Oliver. Yeah.
He's a good guy. I like him. He takes care of me too. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's been around a long time. He
has.
I think he worked for Jimmy Constantino at the at the Executive. He's a old school maitre d'. He's old school.
Yes, you're right. I mean, he's a great guy, bro. He's a good guy.
Yeah. He opened the Chop House. Yeah, he's an old school front of the house maitre d'. He knows how to make people feel welcome.
Yes. He's a loving guy the whole time. He treats me great there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's near you.
No, he's right up over here. He's not even 5 minutes away from me on Sweet Home. Yep. So he's got a good pizza. I love the way he does it too, makes it. So.
Yeah, I heard good things.
Yes.
My father loves it.
Does he?
Yeah. You better watch out because he's back.
Is he good? Good. Maybe I'll run into him. I'd love to run into him there.
He drove back. He got back yesterday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, chicken and pineapple are no-nos on pizza. The bottom line. No chicken, no fucking pineapple. James. Yeah, me too, Gianni.
I didn't know they had a Sparks in Niagara Falls.
Yes.
On the Canadian side.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep. What do you got going tonight? You just relaxing?
Yeah, I'm still fucking laid up. I'm gonna try and go to work tomorrow. But
okay.
I talked to 3 orthopedic surgeons today. What do you think they told me?
What?
They don't take workers' comp cases unless it's an emergency surgery ordered by the hospital.
Right.
How's that
Bastards.
one? How's that one?
Bastards. That's what they are. That's how they are when they're no good. I'll tell you.
You pay insurance, right?
Absolutely.
And you can't get someone to look at you because they're afraid who's going to pay the bill, who's going to dispute it.
Yeah, they're afraid they're not going to get paid. That's the whole time. They got to wait a second. God forbid they have to wait. Yeah. Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, James, that's the golden rule, James. Or if you're going to do that, you better cook the food before you throw it on the pizza.
Yeah, that's a sacrilege.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
I'm surprised Topfather hasn't weighed in on the pizza debate here. Is that what it is?
What time is it? Oh, well, he's running. He's probably just ending up running around.
He's listening.
He better be listening. Salad ass, where are you?
All right. I'm going to go.
All right, Combs. Yeah, I'm going to go start cooking.
I'll call you later. I'll call you later.
I'm here. Thanks for stopping on.
I'll tell you why you shouldn't go to the Virginia Alley.
I want to know. Okay.
Right.
All right, Bubba. Be good. All right. And there he was. 5 Angels himself. All right, everybody. That's that in River City. Way overdue here. 1 hour and 6 minutes. Are you ready to go cook and eat, my love? My love. What are you doing? Are you waiting for me? Did you eat your bone? Of course, Papa. Of course. I eat everything. He eats everything. Thank you. Dean Duambino signing out till tomorrow. Love yous. God bless everybody. Be good and be safe.